here just to do a video to update. And it's funny because I realized that I needed to look in a mirror when I gave myself some advice yesterday. Sunday, when I gave a friend advice on Sunday. It dawned on me that, oh wait, you need to do as you're preaching. So before I get to why I need to no longer pay attention to reviews, because, you know, it's pointless when you think about law of attraction. I quickly wanted to come on here and tell a story of my woofadoodle. So I got all excited to then tell people that I have a woofadoodle, right? So yesterday, walking Passato, which I need to leave a video with him so y'all can see my woofadoodle. Yesterday, while walking him, there was a lady walking behind me on the other end of the street, on the other side of the street, and I hear her, you know, like she's talking on the phone, and so she calls across to me, and the universe set me up so perfectly for this. She goes, "What kind of dog is that?" I froze. I said a miniature Irish Wolfhound. She goes, "Oh, I thought it was, but that's a miniature version, huh?" I was like, "Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, right?" And then I go, "Oh, touche, universe, touche. You just set me up so perfectly to be able to say that that's my woofadoodle." And I just completely and totally biffed it. I froze. It's a miniature Irish Wolfhound. So the rest of the walk home, in my head, I rehearsed the answer that I wanted to give. He's a woofadoodle. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's a combination of an Irish Wolfhound and a poodle. And I just spent the rest of the walk home cracking myself up every single time I said woofadoodle. So maybe I did give the exact right answer that I was supposed to, because then I just got to rehearse it in my head over and over again, to practice for hopefully the next time somebody will ask me what kind of a dog he is. And let's see. Okay, one more random thing, because we all know I'm pretty ADD when it comes to sharing my life, and the fun stories. Has anyone else watched bees get drunk? Did y'all know that bees drink alcohol? OMG, I have never seen this before, but when I went to Lou's Bar and Grill at Papago Golf Course after hiking on Sunday with my friend Sandra, which is who I gave the advice to, I sat at the bar and enjoyed a delicious mushroom pizza and a couple of mimosas. And here is a picture of my delicious food. Oh my god, it was so good. And while I was there were bees getting drunk. They would literally like fall into like a shot glass that she had just used, you know, to make, the bartender had just used to make a drink. And then you would see, and I didn't even realize there were two in there, like two of them fly back out. And then they would fly, but they'd like nosedive and then do like a tumble because they were drunk. I think the universe was trying to help me get over my fear of bees. I still kind of freaked out a little bit when one landed in my napkin on my lap, because he seemed a little lost in there, and I was kind of worried he might get upset when he was lost in the napkin. So I just gently placed the napkin on the counter and continued to proceed to enjoy watching the bees get drunk. And now, the moment y'all have been waiting for. Giving myself some much needed advice. So, my friend on Sunday was talking about things that she wants to do and why she's on dating sites, because she just wants somebody to go along with her to do these things. And she is also a fan of Law of Attraction. And so kind of gently reminding her, well, why aren't you going and doing these things yourself? She was like, well, because, I want somebody to go do them with me. And I was like, touche. But you're just going to sit around and wait for somebody to go do these things with? Like, how is that going to bring them into your vortex, your energy vortex? Because you're only going to bring in other people who don't want to go do this stuff. And I was like, you should just go do it by yourself. And she was like, oh, no, I can't. And, I told her about my Kauai trip and my Alaska trip last year. And she was like, and so she asked me, she goes, and you went to Kauai all by yourself? I was like, well, yeah. I mean, I was pregnant with Lily, but yeah. She was like, and you just went by yourself? Yeah. Like, I could never do that. I was like, well, I never did it before Alaska, and I lost myself, right, when I was in my relationship with Dave, because I stopped doing these things. And I was like, the stuff that you want to go do, you need to just get out of your comfort zone and go do it on your own. And just be okay with being by yourself, because if you don't want to go do it by yourself and be with yourself, why are you expecting somebody else to want to go and do it with you? And it was funny because one of the things she was talking about was going back up to Sedona. I was like, oh, but touche, except if you go do that, just let me know, and if it's when I can go, I'll go with you. I actually don't know if that's the case, just based on some things, but I'm going to try not to get too ADD here and go into those details. So, Law of Attraction. I have been saying how much I want to have mentally stimulating conversations. And I was doing so when I was doing the Marco Polo videos with Danielle. But when that relationship, kind of fizzled out, came to its probably end, I stopped having these conversations. And the thing is if it wasn't something that she was also reading, I might talk about it, but I might not be able to go into as much detail as I would with somebody who has, studied Joe Dispenza and Law of Attraction and their take on it and what their, view of it is. I want people who mentally stimulate me and mentally challenge me and make me come to these aha moments. And it's funny because I often do come to these aha moments after doing the Joe Dispenza meditation and then just chilling, doing like a 45-minute little micro nap myself with Lily. And then especially watching Anita Moorjani videos, then I'll wake up and be like, oh my goodness. So this is one of the ones that came to me on why I will no longer, and I'll say no longer take to heart reviews. And it doesn't mean that I won't necessarily look them up, because there's certain, and who knows, maybe I do need to just stop wasting my time, spending my time looking at reviews. Because ultimately, when you think about quantum and you think about the wave experiment, it's literally all, and do you hear her? She's like, yes, mama, yes. Yes, mama, you're onto it now. She's like, you got this. She's having a conversation with me. she's the cutest. Well, now it's all zoomed in on me. Okay. So, law of attraction. The person, let's use a restaurant as an example. The person eating at the restaurant is going to bring in to the experience their own reality. And their reality might not match mine. And I might go to the same restaurant and have a completely and totally different experience. And here is my example. So when I took the kiddos up to Sedona, all three of them, with the nanny, we went and ate at this restaurant called Red Chopstick, which, by the way, if you are in Sedona, oh my God, go eat there. I wish I could eat there right now, in this moment. I get their, oh my goodness, what was it? Their cashew chicken? It is so good. The veggies, the flavor, so good. And we got orange chicken for my daughter, and I got sweet and sour chicken. This one was great for my son, which they leave the chicken separate from the sweet and sour sauce, so it was just like eating chicken nuggets dipped in sweet and sour sauce, and he loved it. And I got so excited because now my kids, I can take them to go eat Chinese food, and there'll be something that they like too. And oh my gosh, just so excited. So the nanny, who lives in a different reality than me, has different expectations of the world, and outcomes. So I get drinks for my kiddos. One wanted lemonade, one wanted Sprite, and took them in to-go cups, and they didn't have a refill the entire time we ate dinner. But then at the end, they wanted it refilled, right? Well, so it's now in the styrofoam to-go cup, and Hobbs, my son, needed to go to the bathroom. So I go and take him to the bathroom, and I asked Jeannie to go ahead and ask for them to be refilled to take them with us to go. So then we come out of the bathroom and we meet them in the shop that they have that's attached there, and got a couple cute little things for my kiddos at the shop. These little like treasure boxes things, like these handmade treasure boxes. One wanted Snow White and one wanted Ariel, and put little gems in, little crystals in. And so I come out and I meet them in the shop, and she says, oh, they wouldn't refill it to go. I was like, well, that seems weird. It's free refills, like, why wouldn't they fill it up to go? It's free refills. So I go, okay, well, I'm just gonna go ask. So she had asked the waitress, so I go and I stand at the host stand and just wait for someone, and the guy comes up who rang me out, because I had to go with him to the terminal to type in my PIN. I guess for my debit card it actually required it. Usually they don't require it at restaurants. And so I stand there and I wait, and he sees me and he comes up and he asks, I said, hey, can you refill these? He goes, yeah, sure. Same restaurant, same two people visiting the restaurant at the same time, and yet a completely different experience. One gets shot down and told no, and therefore, leaves the opportunity for negative review, and one asks and gets told, yeah, of course, and gets the refill and has the opportunity to leave an amazing, great review. And therefore, why even bother reading reviews? Because I could go to the same restaurant as somebody else and have a completely and totally different and amazing experience. I could be there at the same time as them and could have a completely and totally different experience. mind blown. Let me know what you think.